Hey, welcome back to Hey, it's Arlesha podcast. And this season, I am talking all things harmonizing life and ambition. The space where living and ambition does not compete, it coexists. So let's get into today's topic because this one is personal. How do you prioritize your pursuits when you have multiple things happening at the same time? Let's be real. Most of us don't just have one pursuit. We're talking careers, creative passions, educational degrees, relationships, dating, marriage, self care routines, fitness goals, family commitments, starting families, friendships that need nurturing, hobbies we swear we will get back to someday, and more. And on top of all of that, the goals we quietly hold close to our chest, or the things we want but haven't said out loud yet. It can feel like a lot. And honestly, it is a lot. But harmonizing your ambition isn't about cutting those things out. It's about creating the capacity to pursue multiple things at once without burning yourself out and without expecting everything to get the same amount of energy. So, today we are breaking down 5 practical ways to prioritize your pursuits with clarity, purpose, and action. And I'm sharing these as someone who is actively navigating this herself. This season for me looks like building and growing my sports strategic advisory practice, nurturing personal pursuits I had been putting off because of a very high demand career season. I'll share more about this in future episodes. Reconnecting with family, redefining mentorship in this season, and the capacity I'll create for two-way mentorship for this phase of my career. Making time for relationships so that I don't experience more friendship breakups because, yes, that is a thing. Making space for joy, obviously self-care and fitness, and still pushing myself professionally without losing myself personally. So trust me, I am right in this conversation with you. So let's get into the 5 ways I am prioritizing my pursuit these days and what that looks like for you. Number 1, identify your needle movers. Ask yourself, which pursuits actually create momentum? Needle movers are the things that, if you show up for them consistently, they create real progress. A few examples. If your goal is to grow your business, a needle mover is pitching a partnership, following up with a warm lead, or building a framework you can scale. Not redesigning your Canva graphic for the 5th time. No judgment, but I'm kind of judging you. If your goal is to improve your well-being, a needle mover is committing to a consistent bedtime routine, not buying a new gym outfit to quote unquote motivate yourself. Actually, going to the gym would be that needle mover. If you want to start dating intentionally, a needle mover might be saying yes to actual opportunities to meet new people, leaving the house, going to events, giving someone your time, not adding brand new photos to your dating profile every 3 weeks. If you want deeper friendships, a needle mover might be scheduling a monthly brunch or a FaceTime check-in, not texting, hey, we need to catch up soon for the 6th time in a row without actually catching up. Needle movers are the things that compound over time. Once you identify those, you stop wasting energy on activities that feel productive but don't actually move your life forward. Number 2, group your pursuits by season. Everything you want to do does not belong in the now. Some pursuits will fit your current bandwidth and others belong to your next season. This is where harmony comes in. For example, maybe this season your career requires more of you, a new role, a graduate program or you're pursuing a PhD, you're building a startup, that means your right now pursuits might be career development, sharpening your skills, building systems, protecting your energy management, building up your network. And because of that, maybe your dating life or creative passion projects belong to the next season. They're not forgotten. They're simply queued up until the next time. It's like that Netflix show you don't have the time to watch right now, but you put it in your queue. You add it to your list and you binge the show or watch a documentary when you get the next opportunity to do so. Or maybe this is your relationship building season. You're dating intentionally, nurturing friendships, spending time with family. And if that's the case, maybe some of your career related ambitions can simmer instead of boil. Simmer instead of boil, meaning it's not no, it's just not yet. And that simple reframe brings so much relief and lessens the pressure. At least it did for me, and still does for me. Number 3, use the 70-30 energy split. Here's what I mean. If 70% of your time and energy is going toward one major pursuit, such as a demanding job, a degree program, entrepreneurship, and starting a new business, then you might just have about 30% left. This is where most people get overwhelmed. They try to squeeze 5 full-time pursuits into that remaining 30%, but the key is using that 30% intentionally. Maybe in your 30%, 15% goes to dating and relationships, 10% goes to creativity or hobbies, 5% goes to personal joy, travel, or rest. Or maybe right now, 20% goes to family and 10% goes to self-care or fitness. This is not about having a perfect equation. This is just a mindset shift. It helps you stop expecting 100% results from 30% capacity. And it helps you stop beating yourself up for not being able to give your all. Harmony is not about equal distribution. It's about aligned distribution. And number 4, let data, not your emotion, drive decisions. We often prioritize based on urgency or guilt or what feels shiny in the moment. But a more grounded way to prioritize is to ask yourself, if I do this consistently for 6 months, will it change something meaningful in my life? And if the answer is yes, that thing, whatever it is, belongs at the top of the list. If the answer is no, it's probably busy work. And busy work is disguised as progress. It's fake progress. For example, posting on social media every day might not transform your career, but pitching yourself to the right clients might. Rearranging your bedroom 12 times might not improve your mental health, but instead, maybe you should just try going to see a therapist. Maybe weekly or bi-weekly therapy might do what the bedroom shifting cannot do. Watching 100 YouTube videos about going back to school might not get you the degree or the official expertise you need to move the needle towards your dream role to make a pivot. Actually filling out the application will do that. Data over emotions. Number 5, give your ambitions a rhythm, not a race. Not everything needs daily intensity. Some pursuits work best as daily habits, weekly commitments, monthly check-ins, or seasonal focus blocks. For instance, maybe you go on one romantic date bi-weekly. You can create something monthly. You can batch your newsletter content, for example, or batch your social media posts for the month in one setting. You could you should be resting daily. I really hope you're getting sleep. I hope you can at least get 6 hours of sleep. And you can study or upskill seasonally. Maybe every 2 years you get a certificate. There's a lot of free certificate programs out there. Creating a rhythm allows your pursuits to coexist instead of collide. It keeps you from burning out or resenting the very things you wanted in the first place. And that's what harmonized ambition is all about. It's about designing a rhythm that fits your real life, not pretending that you have this unlimited capacity. So, this week, or whenever you are hearing this episode, I want you to take a moment and list out your current pursuits. Everything that you're actively doing, pursuing, even the things living quietly in the back of your mind. Then I want you to circle your needle movers. Identify which pursuits belong in this season or the next season. Assign each pursuit a rhythm. Remember to honor your real bandwidth and stop comparing your 30% to someone else's 100%. You want your energy to match your priorities. That's when harmony kicks in. Thank you for listening, for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode. Well, actually, no, I will not see you. This is not video. This is still audio. Maybe I am going to speak that into existence. And maybe, you know what? That's my next pursuit, to take this podcast into video. I just got to create more capacity for that. With all that being said, thank you for tuning in. And I will hear you, or you will hear me. And you know what? This is not working out. I never know how to end this podcast, and I'm actually not going to edit this out. You will get this raw. How do I usually fade out? I don't know. You know what? Cue the music. Thank you for listening.